Have you ever wondered how some people build wealth by investing in property while others struggle to get started? For beginners, the idea of real estate investing can feel intimidating, but the truth is that anyone can take that first step with the right knowledge. One city that deserves special attention is Philadelphia. Known for its history, culture, and affordability, Philadelphia is quickly becoming a hotspot for investors. In this video, I will show you how to unlock Philadelphia's real estate secrets, explain why this city offers unique opportunities, and give you practical tips that every beginner needs to know. By the end, you will have a clear roadmap to begin your journey in the Philly property market with confidence. Let us start with the big picture. Why Philadelphia? Unlike some major US cities where prices have skyrocketed beyond reach, Philadelphia still offers affordability combined with strong rental demand. This means you do not need to be a millionaire to enter the market. Imagine buying a small row house or duplex in a growing neighborhood for a fraction of what the same property would cost in New York City or Washington, D.C. That lower entry point is what makes Philly attractive for first-time investors. Beyond affordability, the city also has a diverse economy, a large student population, and a growing base of professionals who all need housing. This steady demand creates opportunity for consistent rental income. Now let us talk about the top reasons Philadelphia stands out for beginners. The first reason is its universities and hospitals. Institutions like the University of Pennsylvania, Drexel University, and Temple University attract thousands of students and staff every year, fueling demand for rentals. The second reason is its location. Philadelphia sits between New York City and Washington, D.C., which makes it attractive for commuters and companies looking for a central hub. The third reason is revitalization. Many Philly neighborhoods have been undergoing renewal, turning once overlooked areas into vibrant communities with rising property values. For example, Fishtown was once considered risky, but in the last decade it has become one of the hottest spots with property values climbing rapidly. Beginners who invested early saw strong returns. Together, these factors create a strong foundation for investment success. Before diving deeper, let us cover the basics of real estate investing. At its core, real estate investing means purchasing property to earn income or profit. That profit comes from rental payments or from the increase in property value over time, known as appreciation. In Philadelphia, both are possible. You might buy a duplex and rent out one unit while living in the other. The rental income helps cover your mortgage, and over the years the property value rises, giving you two streams of profit. This strategy is common among beginners and is sometimes called house hacking. It allows you to ease into investing while reducing your own living costs. Of course, success does not come from luck alone. You need a plan. The first step is research. Philadelphia is a city of neighborhoods, each with its own personality, price range, and tenant base. Center City is more expensive and appeals to professionals, while areas like University City attract students. South Philly has a strong community feel, while Kensington is more affordable but still evolving. Beginners should take time to learn about these neighborhoods, walk the streets, and talk to locals. Knowing the vibe of an area helps you choose the right property for your goals. For instance, Jessica, a beginner investor, bought a small apartment near Temple University. She wanted stable rental income from students, and because she matched her property to the tenant base, she had no trouble filling it each semester. Matching property type to tenant demand is a key part of investing wisely. Financing is the next step. As a beginner, you may worry that real estate requires massive amounts of cash. In reality, there are many ways to finance property in Philadelphia. Traditional mortgages are available, and because property prices are lower than in other big cities, the required down payment is also lower. Some investors use FHA loans, which require as little as 3.5% down if you live in one of the units. This is another reason house hacking is so popular in Philly. For example, David purchased a duplex in West Philadelphia with an FHA loan, lived in one unit and rented out the other. The rent covered most of his mortgage, turning his home into an investment from day one. For beginners, creative financing can be the difference between staying on the sidelines and starting the journey. Now let us talk about the practical side of managing property. Owning real estate means more than collecting rent. You need to maintain the property, handle repairs, and manage tenants. Some beginners choose to do it themselves, especially if they live nearby, while others hire property management companies. The choice depends on your time and skills. For example, Carla worked full-time and did not want late-night repair calls, so she hired a management company to handle her duplex. While she paid a fee, the peace of mind allowed her to focus on her career while still building wealth. As a beginner, be realistic about your time and decide whether you want to be hands-on or hands-off. Let me pause here for a quick reminder. If you are finding this video helpful, subscribe to Financial Freedom Path. I share step-by-step strategies that simplify money and investing so you can build the life you want. Subscribing means you will not miss the next video where I cover more strategies to grow your financial future. Now let us get back to Philadelphia real estate. One of the secrets of successful investing in Philadelphia is spotting up-and-coming neighborhoods. These are areas where property values are still low but are starting to rise due to new businesses, improved transportation, or community renewal. For example, Brewerytown has seen a transformation in recent years with new restaurants, art spaces, and modern apartments. Investors who recognize the trend early bought properties at low prices and have already seen strong appreciation. As a beginner, keep your eyes open for neighborhoods showing signs of growth, but balance it with caution. Not every hot area will deliver returns, so always do your homework. Another important factor is understanding Philadelphia's rental demand. The city has a mix of short-term and long-term opportunities. Short-term rentals through platforms like Airbnb are popular in tourist-heavy areas, but local regulations are becoming stricter. Beginners need to be aware of zoning rules and licensing requirements. On the other hand, long-term rentals to students, families, or professionals offer more stability and fewer regulatory challenges. For example, Ben chose to rent his South Philly row house to a family with a 2-year lease. The stability gave him consistent income without the constant turnover of short-term rentals. As a beginner, consider your risk tolerance and decide whether short-term or long-term fits better with your goals. Let us summarize what we have discussed so far. Philadelphia is attractive to beginners because of affordability, strong rental demand, and revitalization. Successful investing requires research into neighborhoods, creative financing options, and smart property management. Focusing on up-and-coming areas can create strong appreciation, but beginners should balance opportunity with careful planning. Finally, choosing between short-term and long-term rentals depends on your lifestyle and goals. These pieces together create your starter kit for investing in Philly. Now let us address a common fear beginners have. What if the market crashes? Real estate markets go through cycles, but Philadelphia's affordability helps cushion big drops compared to more expensive cities. During the last housing crisis, Philly prices did fall, but they did not collapse as dramatically as some other cities. This resilience makes it safer for beginners. Plus, if you are investing for rental income, tenants still need housing even during downturns. Owning a well-located property with steady demand can protect you from market swings. Think of it like this: while property values might go up and down, rental demand in a city like Philadelphia remains strong because people always need a place to live. Here is another story to illustrate this. Kevin, a new investor, bought a duplex in Kensington just before the pandemic. At first, he worried he had made a mistake, but because he focused on affordable housing in a neighborhood with steady demand, he kept both units rented throughout the crisis. His property value dipped temporarily, but the rental income continued, covering his costs. Now, 2 years later, the property value has risen above his purchase price. His story shows that smart investing with a focus on cash flow can carry you through uncertain times. Before we wrap up, let me share 7 must-know tips for beginners investing in Philadelphia. First, start with neighborhoods you understand. Second, calculate your numbers carefully and include maintenance costs. Third, explore financing options like FHA loans to lower your entry point. Fourth, match your property to the right tenant base. Fifth, decide early if you want to self-manage or hire help. Sixth, keep an eye on city regulations, especially for short-term rentals. And seventh, think long-term. Real estate wealth is built over years, not months. These 7 tips form a blueprint that beginners can follow step by step. So here is your action step. If you are serious about investing in Philadelphia real estate, spend the next week researching 3 neighborhoods. Look at property prices, rental rates, and tenant demand. Write down your observations. This simple exercise will open your eyes to opportunities and prepare you for your first deal. Remember, successful investing is not about rushing, it is about preparation and action. Thank you for joining me today on Financial Freedom Path. If you found this beginner's guide to Philadelphia real estate valuable, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. In the next video, I will cover the biggest mistakes new investors make in real estate and how to avoid them so you can grow your wealth with confidence. Subscribe now and let us continue building your path to financial freedom together.